Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dad Games Badly. We're back here today with more NHL 23 and our Portland Wolves 2 Ways to Win Draft to Glory series. We are moving into the 36th, 37th season, and unfortunately we did have some more people leave. I don't remember names, even though it was yesterday, but I think we can figure it out here. Alright, so looking at our lineup, Danny Bradley, Gaspard Appel, Ernesto Chung, Severson, Jennings is here, Lolo, Spruev is back, the Italian, McGinn, Dwayne Haskins is ours. He's a pretty solid overall player. He's got accuracy but not power. But fourth line minutes, we'll see. Scott Schwartz is back. He's playing that role. Ivan Nesterov is making his rounds. He's 21, 75. Definitely a more offensive two-way, but he's got some ability. I wish his skating was a tad better. Quinn Parker's gone. There was somebody else that left as well. Defensively, it's the same six as last year. We're going with it. 91, 85, 81, 84, 78, 79. Like, honestly, this lineup is pretty solid. And in net, that is the big loss. Is the goalie that we had last year. What was his name? Peyton. He is gone. He wanted $7 million for however many years, and we just couldn't afford it. Like, I had to re-sign a bunch of people that needed a lot of money. But if you look at it, our goaltending is basically where it was last year, in 84 and in 81. So we can't be too upset by that. Seranaimo is probably going to be here. It was actually going to be Dag, to be completely honest with you. It was going to be Dag. But then Seranaimo grew over the summer, and I was like, well, he's 25. We're going to put him in that backup role this year. And then Maxwell Clapperton, he, has good, something really good there to kind of grow off of. Christoph Hommel, Livingston, Straubeck, Talbot, whoever this guy is, these two. There's a bunch of people that aren't ours. I just don't have the space, and everyone else is just not good enough. So not ours, not ours, not ours. Like the first two lines other than Talbot is not ours. Leopold's not ours. Wheeler's not ours. We don't really have a lot of high-end prospects down here, except here. So Kari Tollefson, Raimo Nieminen, Jose Jacobs, Jose Baldwin, Bykov, and Joseph. Now we're going to let Bykov go down here. That's fine. And yeah. So it's going to be an interesting season overall, I think. I still think we're pretty much the exact same team as last year, in all honesty. They're still considering us a buyer. And let's go ahead and take a look at our overalls. So 85, 88, and 84. I mean, that's basically where we left off at the end of the playoffs. So losing the players we did and replacing them with the players that we did hasn't really affected us much, which is actually fantastic. I love it. I do just want to point out their second player, Alexander Huberdeau. Jonathan Huberdeau's son. Love it. Ruslan Nuchushkin. I mean, they've got a pretty solid team. Like, for the future. And they have like an 89 offense. So, I think that's it for general housekeeping. Didn't change any scouts. I did get some more coaches into other roles. But it should be fine. I'm not too concerned. We have cap space of about $9 million. Who is coming up next year? Severson is at 25. He doesn't want to re-sign. What's he looking for? I'm just trying to keep the core together as long as I can. 1, 3, 4, 2, 5. We'll see if he'll take that. I don't have a lot of money next year. That's the only problem. So I want to get this deal done now before we get into the season. If he doesn't accept it, I'm not going to keep pushing it. And I'll wait, maybe to the deadline or something. So will you take 2 million less, Manny? You're not interested in talking an extension. Okay, well, just take a look. Stanton is 20. What's he looking for next year? 6? I mean, that's better. But I'm not paying $6 million for a 79 overall. Medium 4 or not, right? Like, he is 20, and we're locking down future years. So maybe, but we'll see. And then everybody else, I'm not really super. The Italian's already 30. How old is Danny Bradley then? Danny Bradley's 30 as well. Wow. And Ash is 29. And how many more years do we have the two of them for? Like, Danny Bradley just continues on, right? Like, he's just gonna be playing with us forever. Like, he's not going anywhere. I'm not letting him go. I will overpay. I will get rid of people to whatever it takes. Yeah, everybody else I'm not too concerned with. And in goal, Chamara needs a new deal. But he's not willing to talk extension. Okay. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and get into this season, everybody. See how things go. Let's go January. Beautiful. And Manny is agreeing to come back. Beautiful. You love to see it. We're able to save some, 2 mil. That will go a long way in future, for sure. Beautiful. Starting off the season 0-3 before winning our first one against Colorado, losing against Vancouver. Wow. 3-6-0 after the first month. Get our first win in November against Calgary. Another one against Buffalo, lose to San Jose there. Toronto's up next. Beat them, beat Seattle 7-8-1, so we're almost at 500. It's a little disappointing to see. Can we beat Montreal? Nope. We've got a pretty good team. Like, if we're not going to make the playoffs, I want to suck poorly, but I just don't see it. Unless Chimera is just a terrible goaltender. 11-11-2. I forgot about looking up Peyton Roach. We'll go look and see where he signed and for how much in January here. Bam, bam, bam. Yikes. And the Central looks really good this year. I mean, better than they were the last few years. All right, so 16-16-3 in January. Ernesto Chung with 30 points in 35 games. Daniel. Daniel, you're a franchise level player, my friend. What is going on? I mean, he is 29. So Nesterov has 15 points in 35 games. Spurov has 5. And Lolo has 13. So Nesterov is going to get shot up. We're going to drop this. Manny has 25. Apple has 26. No, we're not going to punish Chung for that. I mean, I mean, yeah. He shoots right. Nesterov shoots left. I'm going to switch this over. Just want to see if anybody here gives anything. So low on this line without Jennings is the key. Okay. Is it that just he doesn't want Danny Bradley playing? Yeah, he doesn't want Danny. So we did get a different coach, and I think that might be part of the issue. Okay. So we're going to do this for the next little bit. We're going to see if this top line with the +5, all 94s, can get things done. We'll put Bradley down here. He is just, you know, top-notch whatever he does. So getting him with a playmaker like Jennings and just an all-around puck retrieval guy like Nesterov, we'll see what happens there. Defensively, Harding, 10 points, 20 points out of Esch. So Checo's my only minus player, but he's got 10 assists. Okay, don't really hate what's going on there. And the goaltending, that's a big problem. Come on, Damien. Player search. No, I hate that. I don't know why I tried doing that. Oh, come on. Search. Goalies. Peyton Roach, Vegas. Not having the best season. He is an 84 overall at 26. They gave him 8.425. He was only looking for like 7 something from us, and I could have gotten it cheaper. I just didn't want to spend it, and I know why. Whew. Well, dodged that bullet. And the other one that it was Quinn Parker. Quinn Parker, Washington. He has 9 points in 37 games. I mean, he was better than that for us. Yikes. Alright, well. I mean, dodged a bullet on 2 players that weren't, like, top tier. So I can't really be too upset by that. I think we made a good choice there in keeping who we kept. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. To March, after the trade deadline, the trade deadline, which is now on the 4th, or on the 3rd of the month. Which is odd, I guess, but whatever. And I will be completely honest with you, I'm trying to pump out as much content as I can. I may be in a position where I won't be able to post for a while. My union may possibly be locked out, or we're striking in the next month for however long. So, yeah, if I don't have any videos, it's because I had to find a second job on top of picketing to support my family and myself. So, yeah, I do appreciate you coming and hanging out and giving this stuff a watch. You know, every minute counts. You know, if I can get it monetized, then I can at least get something coming in from people watching my videos. I'm not quite there, obviously. And honestly, monetization is something I didn't ever really want. I mean, it would have been fantastic, but I don't feel that I've earned it. But, yeah, it would definitely help in situations like this. Yeah. So there's lots of stress going on in my life right now. So appreciate you guys just coming and hanging out, fam. Really do. Means a lot. We are now over 531, 30, and 4. We did have a part there. Cashew on my floor. I went like 2, 4, 7 games in a row, and then promptly lost 2, 6, 7, 8. It's just like, yeah, we did it. No, not at all. All right. So Danny Bradley now has 57 points in 65 games. Yeah, we're just having an off season, I think. 46. 48. 49. 57. I mean, Nesterov is having a season. 32 points. I'm not... I mean, Haskins is doing pretty well as well. Like, other than Spruev, like, Schwartz and Haskins, I'm pretty stoked about. I mean, defensively, I'm not. But in 8.5 minutes of ice time, you both have 15-plus points. This guy can't even do that, and he's had more time on the ice. Brock McGinn can't either, it looks like. So we're going to give McGinn or Haskins a shot up there because he's doing quite well. Elliot the Italian has 20 points. We will leave him. Lolo has 21. That's fine. I'd like to see a little bit more if they can each get another like 10 or so points. You know, if this line can get 10 more points, I'll be pretty happy. Nesterov, obviously, at 31. I'd like to see 20 more points. I don't think we're going to get a point per game in the thing here. Same here. Danny, like, it's just pretty shit right now. Okay, we're going to move that around. How are we doing down here? I mean, I'm not hating any of this. Do you know what I haven't noticed? We don't have a player like Klotz anymore. Or he was just punching the crap out of everything. Like, penalty minutes, 74 is our most in Ray Jennings. So Ray needs to smarten the heck up. And goaltending, I'm not even going to be surprised that it's terrible. Seranaimo's not doing too bad. And then down here, how are we doing? Clappy's not having the best season. Dag's doing great at 30. Can I move Chimera down? Or not Chimera, the other guy? I just want to see if he's going to go on waivers. Because I'm going to lose him if he goes on waivers, but if, and just if... So Seranaimo doesn't have waivers. Is that because he's like 25? Yeah. And Chimera's 23. Dang it. Okay, well that's not going to work then. In the system... Just want to see who was ours again. Kennedy, meh. There we go. Kennedy, 140 minutes. He's not even a good fighter. Stop fighting if you're not a good fighter, please. Talbot, 51 points. Yeah, nobody here is like, oh, I'm so good. So. They're doing quite well, though, so we're just going to leave it. We are not going to be making the playoffs at this point. We'll see how the rest of the season goes. I'm really just kind of looking at Nesterov at this point, see if he can get Rookie of the Year. Something like that would be pretty cool. Probably not, though, with only 30 some odd points, unless everybody's just having a down year. But it doesn't look like it. Yeah. We're 11 points out. Or 8 points. Yeah. Yeah, it's not happening. We're 8 points out of a wild card spot with 3 games left. That would be Vegas. 40, 36, and 6. Good for 86 points. Tied with the Jets, under the Yotes. And under the Hurricanes. So, yeah. Not we had a winning season overall, but all 4 teams in the Pacific who made it had 100 points. 3 teams with 100. So 7, 9. 9 out of 16 teams with 100 points. Everybody else over 90. Except the Red Wings at 87. But they're not even our division, so it wouldn't have mattered. So Danny Bradley finishes the year off with 70 points. Maybe it was the coach. I think it was a new coach. He was a really good coach, but I don't think he gelled with the players as well as the last coach did. Or maybe, we just got lucky. So Jennings with 64 points. Chung, Severson, Apple, Esch with 54, Nesterov at 45. I don't think that's good enough, but it's pretty dang good for the rookie. How old is he too? It's 22. Perfect. Harding, Stanton, Haskins, the Italian, Checo, McGinn, Spruev. Spruev finally made 11. Schwartz had 18. So the Italian had 23. Haskins had 23. And they sent him down? Oh, McGinn didn't go up at all, it doesn't look like. Okay. And in goal. Not good. Rookie skaters, Nesterov and Haskins. I mean, in all honesty, Haskins didn't have a terrible season either. So Nesterov didn't make it. But, 74 points for Rogier, Menard, Clinton Dodge, Jacobs, Parse, Burmistrov, Zikov. I mean, Nesterov is going to be pretty solid for us in the future. So we didn't make the playoffs. And they made the playoffs down here. So let's go ahead. We're just going to sim through this day by day so we can get to the draft. I don't want to make this a long one. And the series is at what? 3-2? 3-3. Can the Huskies win game number 7 to continue? Looks like they did. Wow. All right, moving on to face the Marlies in round number 2. They lose that one in overtime. This one is a loss as well. Come on, beat the Marlies, Huskies. Repeat, repeat. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Nope. Tried for the reverse sweep. That didn't help. And we move on. Aha. Got a ball bearing on my floor now. Sorry, I was cleaning up garbage earlier, and I guess I spilled some. And I didn't see it in the carpet. Yeah. It's a really sad season. I don't know what else to say. Seattle is the Stanley Cup champion. Tucson is the Calder Cup champion. Congratulations to both teams. Salary cap goes up to $112 million. And we move onward to being pick number 15. And Boston jumps up, St. Louis stays, Tampa drops, Edmonton drops, and so on and so forth. So, goodness. Well, I mean, we'll get a better pick than we did last year. If you are retired players, McKinnon, Eichel, Kachuk, Hughes, DeBrincat, Hughes, Jack, and Quinn Hughes both retire at the same time. Quinn, the better player. No, more games. So Jack would technically be the better player because he basically is 31 points less in 49 points. Or 39 points or something like that. I don't know. Adam Fox, PLD, Dahlin, Heiskanen, Hagel, Chiarelli, Quinn, Hoglander. Christian Gortz retired at the age of 33. Yeah. I mean, his first year in New Jersey was pretty tight to what it would have been. He was a fairly good player. How was he in 32, 33 when we won the Cup? 19 points. And 10 points in 24 games. Not bad. He had 5 points in 13 for the Devils at one point. 2 years later. I mean, he was a pretty solid player for us, Christian Gortz. We want to thank the 33-year-old. I believe he was our first overall draft, but like our first ever draft pick, right? 2022, first round, 4th overall. He was slated to go like 16th or something like that, but there was nobody else available to us. And we took Christian Gortz. Honestly, he's still a solid player. He's just getting old, I guess. And a 75 overall, yeah. His potential dropped. He was only medium 6 when we got him. But Christian, to this, we salute you. Much love, fam. Now I'm like, oh my god. But then you've got all these random ass people. Lukanen, Tarasov, Jones, Prosvetov, Alfanel, Primo. So, we say goodbye to one of the first, or the very first, Portland Wolf. They'll have a banner-raising ceremony. I mean, you can't not have a banner-raising ceremony for the retirement of your first ever draft pick as an organization. Like, I just feel stupid. Like, why would you do that? Alright. Does not look like we'd be getting anything decent. Mikhail Nestorov. Can't skate. Jonathan Toews comparison. 2 years out, though. We are looking in a Braden Cam. Interesting. Braden Cam, are you a two-way? Jerome Danfus, are you a two-way? Cole Linglet, you are not a two-way. Rich Fain, I mean, is an option. Cody Martindale is not. Pascal Bourdain. Vigier. Most likely a two-way. Lampman. Dupont. Sorry, I'm just kind of in my head here trying to figure out who this is. Cascaranta might be a solid pick. Alright. So who am I looking at right now? Cam? Or Damphus? It's just the puck protection one, so I think he's actually like a power forward. So Braden Cam, let's go interview you. Play style. Two-way defender, beautiful. What's your readiness? Couple years, beautiful. New topic. What's your weakness, my friend? So Braden Cam is my first shout, right? Like, he's the guy that I would go for. But he's also available at 14. You gotta use your head up out there. So is that your senses? That's your weakness? Yeah, okay. So we know Cam is. I mean, we need to check Damphus. I think he's a power forward. Oh, fuck. He'd be good for a better series. A different series, but he's not going to be for this one. Fane. We know you're a two-way, but I'm more concerned about that. You'll keep you there. That's fine. 3 years out. I need more forwards, damn it. You're a bit bigger, but you think I should take this guy more. Okay. So we'll interview this one. Sylvain. What's your play style? Playmaker. Damn it. Alright, so Dupont is out. I mean, we want Cam. If not, it's Vizier. Because I don't think Fane... I mean, Fane is the... like, the easy choice, right? But a Joe Pavelski comparison... over no comparison. Cascaranta has no comparison. Might be 2 years out, though. Probably 3. And Braden Cam is 2 years out, but we've confirmed he's a two-way. Can I interview? Anybody else looking really good in here? I don't think Vladdy Jas is going to be available to us. 48. I mean, he's just not good. 5 years out at 19. I mean, he would be just available or just before we pick in the next round. So maybe, and then we just take the project. I mean, Kuznetsov comparison. You're a playmaker. Yeah. All right. So nothing super fantastic in this draft. All right, let's go take a look at awards before we get into the draft. Danny Bradley's gone down an overall point after that piss poor season he had. The Kraken won. They ended up beating New York, but the Predators were your present trophy winners. Individual awards, Saugus, Robertson, Kyrou. Robertson now has moved. He was in Philly last year. I mean, you have an Art Ross, a Hart, and a Norris trophy winner. McDavid winning the Lady Byng. Rozier winning the Calder. We knew that was going to happen. Conn Smythe going to Shane Wright in Seattle. Longy winning the Vezina a second year in a row. Rammer, not ours, winning it. Erzberg winning the Masterton. Dietz winning the Jack Adams. Bedard winning the Selke. Lindsay going to Robertson. Maurice Richard going to McD. And in the AHL, nothing. No awards this year. That's okay. Would have been gone to somebody who we didn't have on the team anyway. Progress reports I do want to check now that I saw that Danny Bradley has gone down. 89 Harding. Yo. Okay. He's in exact elite. I was like, where did Pell go? That's fine. Severson, Chung, Harding, Checo. Checo went up a bit. Chimera went down. Saranaimo stayed the same. Nesterov is now an 81. Curry's an 81. Esch 91. Appel an 89. Schwartz still 77. Jennings an 84. Stanton a 79. Lolo now a 79. McGinn a 77. Harkala, McCann, Hommel, the Italian. Hanula didn't play any games for us last year in the system. Clappy's a 71. Finley's a 52. So hoping to get more growth from Ricardo Finley. Like, no statistical growth whatsoever. Marty Hope is a 72. He'll be playing next year in the AHL. Cook, Flynn, Harvinen. Yeah. Dag is still an 80, but I'm assuming he'll go down, so. Alright, this is really a draft to help restock the cupboards. We need some prospects that are somewhat decent here. We're just going to assume to pick 15 and hope for the best. Cam did go. He was really good. Nesterov was a 64. Mayers, Camachi, Burkholz. So there wasn't even anybody for us to pick in there anyway, so it would have been a shit draft. Honestly, I think it's Vagier at this point, and hope that he is a two-way indeed. He is a two-way, 64, medium 6. He can... I mean, he's just an all-around player. I don't understand how you can have all these 70s and he's a 64. Like, how does that make sense? Like, all these... Like, if anything, he'd be like a 74. But, hey, I don't make the rules here. Alright, sim to our next pick at 48. Somebody wanted to trade with us, but we don't make trades. Vlad Jass is here. We know he needs a lot of work and he's not going to be anything decent. Smoskowitz is probably a two-way, 3 years out. I mean, David Backus comparison, I'm liking that a little bit more. 3 years out. Giroux comparison, I mean, sure. Confirm two-way in Hamonic, but confirm medium 9. Gonna aim a little bit higher. Nope. That's an offensive player. 2AD and Cyrus Steos. I mean, you're a 2A. I wish, but that's a sniper. You're an offensive defenseman. You are a 2A, but I don't trust it. Reginald Gerbe. You're a playmaker or a sniper. Piero Zabodal. I mean, we only have 4 players to look at. So we could take Simmons, not bad. Can't skate. Claude Giroux, 3 years out. Okay, Steos, 3 years out. Larry Murphy comparison. Malachi Smokwaskowicz. Also can't skate. And Vlad Jass. So you've got 19-year-old, 3 years out, 18 or 5 years out, 18 years old, 3 years out, 18 years old, 3 years out, and 19, 3 years out. We're gonna go with Smoskowitz. I know I'm not taking a medium elite, but it doesn't make sense. He is a medium 9 and a sim pick. If you take Simmons, it was medium, so we didn't want to take Simmons, which is fine. Hamannik goes 60 overall. We got a 62 overall. Like, so Jass was a 55. And there isn't anything on him at 19 years old that makes me excited for the future. Guerrero was a low 6. I mean, I'd rather get a medium 9. Steos was a medium 6. Yeah. I mean, again, it's not going to be fantastic, that's for sure. Hand and puck control, definitely not. Alec Reasoner. It's probably a low 6. I'm gonna get a medium elite sniper that's actually somewhat good. Yeah, in the 3rd round. But Mason, you are not a 2-way. Mason, maybe. You are not even, so I'll just leave you alone. Both these guys are going to suck balls. Medium 6, we got to aim higher. Got to aim higher. Alright, what are we looking at here? Alec Reasoner is confirmed 2-way. 5 years out at 18. 6'5" though. Pete Prasad, 4 years out at 18. Isn't confirmed a 2-way, but is probably a 2-way. Yeah, if not defensive defenseman. Quentin Mason, kind of the same thing. 3 years out at 18. I think we're going after Quentin Mason here. Quentin Mason is a low 6, as I thought. Same to the next round. I just want to go and take a look here. Ali was a medium 6. You were not. Prasad was a low 4. And Alec Reasoner was a medium 9. But was also a 56. Compared to whatever we got. Anyway. Alright. Now I think we start looking into what is available for the potential-wise, the projects. I mean, Godfrey is just terrible. but he is a medium elite butterfly goalie. Alan Geet is not something we need to look at. Purinton is just garbage. Bobby Yovanovski. I'd rather take the confirm guy up there. 5 years out at 18. Is a two-way. It's somebody you'd take now if you're not going to take that goalie. Will Cahill. Okay. Debussy. Pierre Debussy. 20 years old though, buddy. Come on. Cade Gogol. Maybe somebody would take in the 7th. No lows. Do you have any confirmed starters? I've got one confirmed starter. Jekimovs. Alright. How many people do I got here? So it's between Godfrey and Marjamaki. So Godfrey's 18. He's 5 years out. He has nothing to like. Maybe his athletics alright. Marjamaki. Yeah, we're going to go with Marjamaki here. He is a playmaker. Fantastic. Go to pick 147. Debussy went. Here we will make a pick with... Alright, so we're going to take Cahill here. Low 6. But it is a two-way. Round 6. We are going to... Oh, there was 2 Debussys. We are going to take Jekimovs here. Confirm medium starter. We are going to offer a trade to the Seattle Kraken for a Marjamaki and our 7th for Seattle's They do not. Who did they beat? The Rangers. There we go. I wish you could just hit start here, and then that would happen. And pick 230. Cade Gogol of the Oshawa Jennies. Come on down. He is a 49 medium bottom 6. Cade, oh my goodness. Sim the rest of the draft. Beautiful. And the entry draft is now complete. Vajir, Smokowski, Mason, Marjamaki is gone, Cahill, Jekimovs, and Gogol. So we got 6 players out of this draft. And we need to go take a look at contracts here quickly. Well, let's just go all expiring. We have 9 million left. Lolo, I mean, he had a really good season. I wouldn't mind keeping him. Stanton we can get down because I'll qualify him later. Unless somebody screws me. I just want to see what his thing is here. 5825. So basically 5 mil for 2 years. The Italian, McGinn. I mean, these guys I can qualify. It's honestly just Stanton that I'm concerned about. Do I give him 5 mil and have 4 million to play with, or do I try and qualify him and let him sit? Goalies. Chimera wants a new deal. I'm gonna qualify him, I think. Okay, I need some time to think about this, folks. So just leave it with me. And when you see the next episode, we will be into the 37-38 season. I believe that is officially halfway. That's 25 divided by 2. 25 divided by 2 is 12 and a half. Started in 32. 20, 37 minus 20, 30, or 22. 15 seasons. So we're actually over. Kind of in the final half, which is fantastic. It's been fun. I've really enjoyed this series, fam. So thank you again so much for coming and hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Until next time, much love. Bye-bye.